check my, okay. Hey y'all, how are you all doing? I am going live here today to walk you through the next few days of my 100K breakthrough checklist. So if you have not joined my Facebook group, Breakthrough to Excellence from Side Hustle to CEO, if you have not downloaded this checklist, you need to, okay? So I'm gonna give it a few seconds for people to kind of populate. I'm also gonna set up my Instagram here too, really quick. And we're gonna get started with doing this quick chat room. All right, I'm all set. Sorry about that, y'all. All right. So what I want you to do is I want you to download this checklist. I've done, when did I put this together? I put this checklist together like a month or two ago. It took a while, but you should download this. And what I'm going to be doing over the next couple of days is just going over the checklist so that you can evaluate your business. You have seen it everywhere. People are everywhere. They are, let's see, I've got some, hey girl, hey. All right, someone's downloading it, which is good. I'm glad that you are downloading it. And it's meant to help you assess your business. It doesn't matter if you are in, if you are at the very beginning stages, if you're already making 4-figure months consistently, at some point in time, you should map out and plan your year. And I am joining other business owners as they're planning in their year, because collectively, when you're in this entrepreneurship journey, it could be very lonely, and community is essential. It's absolutely essential. So who am I? I'm Jasmine Haley. I am a nationally awarded speaker, podcaster, pro educator, and I'm also a biz strategist. And I have made a huge pivot in 2020. I am a full-time entrepreneur. I am at home caring for my family and my children, and I'm helping all of you. My passion is helping you be successful in business. So the 100K breakthrough checklist that I've created is here. Okay, and it's free. And I think I put it in the caption. I'm not sure if I sent it. It should be there, but let me see if I can actually put it in there before I go over it. So I'm going to go over section by section over the next couple of days, and just leave this video up here. And it's always great to kind of walk through everything. Okay, so I posted on Facebook and I posted on YouTube my link to the checklist. Please download that. Feel free to download it. It also comes with 6 emails as you're going through to kind of keep you accountable. But I decided to come on here live and talk about this checklist. So essentially what it is that it's a guide to access your confidence, to access your biz structure, and the way that you're amplifying your brand. Now, of course, everyone wants to talk about this pinnacle role of reaching 6 figures. We already know, like, I've made a goal to have multiple 6 figures because it really truly isn't enough. But for most people, they're thinking, okay, this is where I want to get to. And for those who have big, audacious goals, sometimes it may not be enough to be able to employ others. So whatever your goal is, have that goal and honor it based on what your specific needs are. But this checklist was created so that you can assess that. So those of us that like to be guided through the process of planning, this is a great way to start. And of course, there's other awesome ones that are out there. Hey, Leslie. Okay, you send me an IG message? Perfect. I will read it as soon as I am done. There are those who are using this. So I've heard great feedback so far. I take constructive and positive feedback so I can help build things that are going to be helpful to you. All right. So in the front of the checklist, you have this. Okay, there's an about section, about the workbook, about myself, and then there's a table of contents. So today we're going to be going over your roadmap. Tomorrow, I'll talk about put some respect on your name. I will also talk about the following day, get your biz-ish together. The following day after that, elevating your voice. And then the following day after that, every coach needs a coach. And so I'll be walking you through this checklist. And if you haven't downloaded it, make sure you download it, because this is a great way to kind of assess yourself in your business and also do it collectively. So on page 5 through 7 is your roadmap, and we're going to talk about why I keep talking about a map. Now, for those of you that are near my age or older, I'm in my mid-30s. We all remember what it was like when we were traveling anywhere. We knew that if we were going anywhere, we would need to grab a map. And then once the maps started to become few and far in between, we were using MapQuest. And after MapQuest was done, we were using a GPS. My kids like to jokingly call it a GIPS, right? And now we have GPS on our cell phone. So we often don't go anywhere, right? We don't go anywhere without using some form of direction for us to get there. There are a few people that love the adventure, but most of us don't have time to waste going every single place or getting lost. And that's the same thing that we should be doing in our business. We should be mapping out where we want to be. And a huge hurdle to that is mindset, constructing the foundation to support your goals, and then learning to elevate your voice and your brand. That's my framework and how I teach people. And so I've really focused on that scaling part. So on page 5 through 7 is where you're going to be taken through the process of really getting to know where your biz is and where you want to take it. So there's a quote that I always share that's here. All right. If you don't know where you're going, your biz will not be cohesive, and therefore it will not be profitable. So this is something I say no matter what course that I'm giving. And so I want you to have the audacity. I want you to have trying to keep it PG here, the courage to say, this is what I want to attain. And I want it to be scary, because if it seems reasonable, okay, you're playing safe. And in my book that's launching, in 2021, it's all about escaping fear. It's all about overcoming some of the limiting beliefs so that you can conquer your biz goals. That's why my first step is confidence. Now, before we get to that, we need to first figure out, like, what goal do you want to have? What's your revenue goal in your business? Because you can't make the impact that you want to make without getting really clear on that. And that was a mistake I made for years, y'all. I was so focused on serving, and not considering, well, I can't serve if I am completely burnt out, because I'm not willing to set a financial goal and then also build a business around that so I can continue to make the impact. Okay. So in page 5, I want you to write that ish down. All right. How much money you would like to make in your business as an annual revenue. And I've put it out there to the world. Some of you aren't. I feel like we need to speak more about this out loud as business owners, especially in the industry that I've come from. Everything is so secretive, right? But there's something so empowering and wonderful when you hear and see other people staking claim on what they desire and making it okay. It needs to be okay, right? It should be okay for us to express that. And we should all be winning, right? So on page 5, I want you to write your goal down. Be really specific on what that is. Have the audacity, right? To have the courage, have the bravery to choose something that maybe you have never seen in your lifetime. Maybe your parents and their parents have never seen in their lifetime. You may be coming from a family or situation where there's scarcity surrounding you. But one of the most empowering things that you can do as you're planning out your year in your business is to overcome that, to say, you know what, I see a bigger vision for myself. I know it's possible. There's a reason why God has placed this in my heart to want to serve others in this way. Let me go ahead and write it down, all right, and start mapping it. Because business doesn't happen by chance. You've got to get strategic. You've got to get willing to say what you want, and you've got to be willing to say something that you may not even have seen ever, right? Have to have faith in the possibilities. So that's page 5. And understanding that planning and mapping it out is necessary. Absolutely necessary. All right, now page 6 of the Breakthroughs 100K Breakthrough Checklist, okay? Are now that we have our goal, what do we need to do next? We need to now figure out what offers that we're going to sell to reach that annual goal. What you going to do? Okay? And for those of you, I serve service-based. I've had people who have had products, okay? But my primary goal is to serve those who are service-based. So if you've got a product, that's fine. How many of that do you need to sell? How many of your offer do you need to sell in order to get to that goal? So I always break down my year by the year, quarterly, monthly, weekly, even daily, even to the day, how much I need. Because if you simplify it, it doesn't seem as daunting to you. If you say, I'm going to make $500,000 for the year, and you've never done that before, that's scary, right? But if you break it down and you simplify it, it makes sense. Now, coming back from me being in education, being a community college educator and teaching those on a college level, we break things down all the time, right? So when we break it down, we look at a goal. We have a goal for the course, which is in the syllabus that many adult learners forget the syllabus exists. Can I get an amen? Okay. So we have our syllabus, and inside of our syllabus, we have the goal that we want our students to achieve, right? And then we break down that goal by objectives, which are the smaller tasks that are put into place for us to reach the goal that we have set inside of our syllabus in school. Just in school, there's systems and processes all over the world, and even the simple things that we do. And we have to take that same mindset when we're building our business. Same exact mindset. It's not rocket science. It's really simple. I'm not saying something like so, unique in the world. I'm not the first person to say it. But what happens is we get so overwhelmed by all of the tasks that we have to do in our business, right? And so I want you to remember that when you break down that big, audacious goal that you've had the courage to say that you want in your business, okay, you simplify it, it will seem, it's like something goes off in your head, like, okay, this is attainable. Now, let me strategically position myself so that I can attain this goal, all right? So get clear on what you need to sell to get to that goal. Break it down yearly, quarterly, monthly, weekly. I even go daily, y'all. All right. And remember that it's a roadmap. And inside of the 100K Breakthrough Checklist that I have links to blogs that I've written. So since I've rebranded, I have written a blog twice a month, sharing pearls, okay? Straight gold for you to be able to scale your business. I have a podcast that comes out weekly. I am sharing trainings for y'all, okay? Giving tons of content to you for you to be able to start the process of you getting and reframing your mind to a place where you can begin to scale. It's available. It is available to you. So the 100K Breakthrough Checklist, not only am I taking you through the steps, but you're also going to get access to some links, direct links that deal with that particular topic. Now there is one link that I'm upgrading. I'll give you that full disclosure there. That's towards the end of the book. But don't worry, if you join the Facebook group, you're going to be able to find that training that I'm changing over and are going to be republishing into the group. But the other links are podcasts and blogs, and you have direct links on where to go to be able to further dive into that information. Okay, great. We see some people have downloaded their copy. Yes, excellent. Like I'm putting forth, like my assistant Bianca was just like, man, you even Aikisha was like, man, you put out so much content. I do, and I don't understand why y'all people are not taking it. Take that free content. Take it. All right. So you can find it at jasminehaley.com. If you join my email list, I let you all know as soon as there's a new one in there. Sometimes even in my blogs, I'm giving you links to other amazing entrepreneurs that can help solve that aspect in your business. So read them. Okay. And what's great about this 100K breakthrough checklist that I've done is that for each of the topics, I've linked you to a blog that will go further into it. So it's not just a, fill in the blank. Like I'm actually linking you to more content so that you can dive into the topic that we're discussing. So the blogs are available at jasminehaley.com. I'm a Jasmine without an E. That's JASMINHALEY. And my website is actually getting a total revamp. So I'm really excited about putting it out there. All right. It's going to look fly, y'all. All right. Shout out to Sarah G. She's hooking the sister up right now. All right. So time to set your income generating goals. All right. So now that you have, and you probably can't see that. All right. Income generating goals. All right. So now that you have set that courageous goal, that annual goal, now that you've gone through the process of kind of mapping out, all right, what are my offers? All right. And then how much do I need? Break it down by the quarter, month, weekly, and daily. What are the offers you're going to use to sell? Right. The next thing is now we have to set our time together, because here's the thing. A lot of us take all this time to create our goals, right? And then we don't strategically consider how we're spending our time day to day. A lot of us are being overworked. We're burned out. We don't have time to even take care of ourselves, and yet we are spending 12 plus hours working all day, every day, and not seeing our business needle move. It's frustrating. It is frustrating. And I know this because I've lived it, right? And so now we have to set our time and get really, really clear on making sure that what we're spending our time on is income generating. I am going to tell you, I know what it's like to sit up there and do all the things and it's not doing anything for your business. Let's avoid that, y'all. Let's go into 2021 more focused, more strategic, and understanding how is it that we're going to get to our goals. And that's why the 100K breakthrough checklist was created. So sign up. All right. There's a question here. Thank you. I'll join the list and go to the website. Yay. I've just been looking to the Facebook group. Yes. So inside of my Facebook group, periodically you'll see Bianca or Aikisha that will share a resource. So in the Facebook group, I do live trainings, but every month, 2 new blogs, every week, a new podcast episode where I'm showing and showcasing amazing business owners that have also attained their level of success. They broke through to their level of success. I also share my own trainings and I go in there and I share business strategies that can help you scale. All right. So in this last section that I'm going to cover, and then I'll hop on tomorrow. You can't see it for those that are watching on Facebook and YouTube, but if you have this is on the title of this is time to set your income generating goals. So the question is, what goals will you set to enable you to reach the annual revenue goal you have set for yourself? Okay. What strategies will you use to achieve that goal? So for example, if you are someone right now that wants to amplify your brand, you have solidified your offer. You have figured out exactly what it is that you're going to sell. You've had people purchase it and get results. And so they're like, yes, okay, this is a viable product. Now you're focused on, well, I need to get it in front of more people. So one of your goals and strategies to get to your revenue would be, let me amplify my brand. Well, how are you going to do that? All right. It can be many ways. It can be guest podcasting. It could be, showing up live every day consistently the same time every month on your social media. It could be, getting interviewed on podcasts. Whatever it is, you got to get clear about what those goals are, and then the strategies that you're going to use daily, weekly, monthly are going to be leading towards that. And you got to be very specific. Okay. And if you are tracking it properly, then you'll be able to see what's working, what's not. So this week, I even had to tell my assistant, we're not doing this. This is not income generating. I was just in a rush of, let me try to do X, Y, and Z. And it's not really producing any great effect for me in my business. So it's got to go. It's got to stop. Right. And so when you step into that CEO role, when you stop treating your business as a passion project and actually stepping into that CEO role and changing your mindset around your business, you're going to notice that the profitability will rise, as well as you making something that's actually sustainable. All right, so that's it. We've covered the first part. Tomorrow I'm going to come in and we're going to talk about put some respect on your name. Put some respect on your name. All right. And that is from Birdman, who came into an interview on a radio station and he was not having it when they weren't being respectful. And that's exactly how you should be coming in to your role as a business owner. Put some respect on your name and build that confidence, because the world is deserving to see what you do and the impact that you're going to make. All right, y'all. Thanks for listening. Make sure you join my Facebook group, Breakthrough to Excellence from Side Hustler to CEO, and check out my Breakthrough to Excellence podcast, wherever you get your favorite podcast app, whatever you use that. And of course, I have a blog. There's a ton of content that I'm putting out, but my very special project is my book. My book. And that is really going to help the entrepreneurial woman who has been sitting on the fence, whether you're in a career or have your own business. This book is going to help release so many people to get to a place where they're going to make a difference in how they see fit. And I cannot wait to put it in your hands. And I cannot wait to share it. It's done. It's finished. It comes out 2021. We're about to have a party up in here. February, I have a launch party, but it's a heartfelt ode to entrepreneurial women and just to women who have dealt with fear, overwhelm. And it's time for us to start conquering our goals left and right, sis. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. Download that checklist. I'll be on here tomorrow. I'll be talking about put some respect on your name. If you are catching the replay, please type in the comments, #team replay. Make sure you download that checklist, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.